Start recording. Welcome back to the couch. Embrace Group, you were saying, picked up a good chunk.
So like every year, Embracer Group was picking up like pretty much any franchise that wasn't like
that is the one
currently being heavily invested in.
Yeah.
Like Embracer was the one swallowing them up. Like they're the ones that picked up like Red Faction, I believe.
I didn't know Red Faction got sold out.
I'm pretty sure they picked up the.
Honestly, I don't remember what happened to Red Faction.
Okay, help me here. There's a franchise that is similar to God of War, where the main characters are usually one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh, Darkstalkers. Or not Stalkers. Darkstalkers is a fighter. It's Dark something.
Dark?
Darksiders, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So they got, I'm pretty sure they had Darksiders. They got so many. They honestly did. I
remember hearing a company that was doing basically the best way to say is the bargain bin sale of grabbing every fucking thing they could. And then I heard that they more or less, you could say, were going under because they bought so much but didn't do anything with them. It wasn't exactly going under like they're about to go bankrupt. It was, you bought a lot, you need to make something.
No, they were doing stuff with them, but they were mostly doing remakes. And the remakes were hit and miss. Like, I had bought a few of the remakes, and some of them were good, and some of them were not good. But in the remake category, though, they were at least competent. Like, they weren't releasing shit like Rockstar was. So the way it works a lot of times in the business world is you make these purchases based on a bet. Right?
Yeah.
So when they made all these purchases, they did so out of the belief that they were about ready to close a killer deal that I guess they were very confident in they were going to close. And I don't know if it ever came out who it was or what was going on with it, but essentially, I guess whoever the big player was walked away from the table. And it totally caught the leadership unaware and surprised. And like, it's hard for me to hate Embracer Group more than like someone like Blizzard or Bethesda, to be honest, or Ubisoft, because like what they're doing is they're being like, hey, knocking on all these other companies' doors. We can tell you're not doing shit with this franchise.
Yeah.
Give it to us. We'll make games with it because we're not an asshole. And that's why I said I'll give them credit. Yeah, they were swallowing up all kinds of franchises. And yeah, normally I would say it's not a good thing if like one company owns all the fucking properties. But like the other asshole companies weren't making anything. They were just holding on to it until it died. And that goes back to what I was saying about Front Mission. Like, you know, Front Mission was always a term, like a strategy RPG forever ago.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1 through 5 were, and I think it was like one of those, like, side ones. They were all that type of game. And I'm not saying you can't make different games. I will say that every time they tried to, it was terrible. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? You guys try to go into a different territory. That's okay. All kinds of companies try to do that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Nothing wrong with that. The fact that they would not make any other new strategy RPGs or even remake them, that didn't make any sense. Like, I'm talking like, I think the first remake came out in I think it was in 2021. I can't remember for sure, but either way, the last time they made a strategy RPG game on an actual console, not a make-believe one, like a DS, is the...
I can't agree with that, only for the fact of DS was a high success.
It was a success. It also had no way to compete against... this way, calling the DS a success is like calling a wrestling tournament where there's five-year-olds and one professional Hulk Hogan. And
my only disagreement to that is quite literally the Nintendo DS is why Nintendo's still around. Because the DS actually is...
Yeah, because they cornered a market that nobody else had any fucking common sense for.
Well, besides that, it's...
I'm not saying there's no market for gaming like that. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not real games.
No,
I'm insulting them. That's what I'm
no.
doing.
There is a good chunk of good games on.
You know when Fire Emblem was good? When I could play on a real system.
No,
The Switch is a real system.
there is a good chunk of good games on the DS. Did I own a DS to know them all? No, but I know they're
really?
out there.
Okay. You're not helping your argument right now.
I will defend my Nintendo, damn it. But no, I did hear with the Embrace Group where they were buying a lot of shit and things did fall through. But the back to the Baldur's Gate 3 thing, Wizards of the Coast, who does own the rights to Dungeons and Dragons, whoever the company is that made Baldur's Gate 3, if I remember correctly, is owned by Tencent. And
Yes.
they were literally trying to, hey, let us buy the rights to D&D.
No. So I don't know if Tencent offered to buy.
No.
Or if Wizards offered to sell.
No.
I heard Wizards offered to sell because Wizards were having their own financial issues.
Well, Wizards, I mean, here's the funny part. Wizards is kind of not having their financial issues. The ones having the issues is the one who owns them, Hasbro. Hasbro is having the issues. Hasbro is milking the shit out of Wizards of the Coast because Wizards of the Coast is the only thing making money for them.
Hasbro's a piece of shit. And they know it.
And basically, from what I was, how I was hearing the articles and everything, what was going on is Wizards of the Coast basically gave the rights to whoever was the company that made Baldur's Gate 3, and they had their own collaboration, blah, 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 and they made sure they were authentic. Best way to say, they are the little kids. Those two companies are the little kids. They both looked at their daddies of Tencent and Hasbro.
Daddy, please.
It was literally that of the people who made Baldur's Gate 3. Daddy, please buy this. And neither of the daddies are talking. They're like, no, we're not getting into this.
Well, hell,
You do have that for me.
Larian's not even interested in making this. So it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I was gonna say on that. I don't know if they would make. I don't think they're interested in making a sequel right now because of how much they've put into it. They probably want to do something else right now.
No, right. No, they've officially said that. Exactly
Yeah.
those words. I'm not even giving them crap for it.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, especially with how much they put into that game. Fucking understand of let's.
Yeah.
I want to dip my toe somewhere else right now. But no, as well, back with the if you're not going to do anything with the license, give it to somebody else because Nintendo's a big fucking culprit with that. And the one that more infuriates me is Nintendo is actually doing that, where they're letting other people touch their IP. Best two examples is Mario for Ubisoft of the Kingdom Battle, and then the two other ones when it goes a little bit more indie is Mercury Steam, I think it's Mercury Steam, who did the Metroid Dread and Samus 2 remake. And I cannot remember the developer, but it's the people who made Crypt of the Necrodancer.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They made a Zelda. They made a Zelda game with that system. Now I don't know if it was just a DLC or a quick one-off kind of thing. But the fact that they allowed Zelda outside of their own hands. Now, granted, you know they did
That's a developer you can trust, though.
what for the Crypt?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. They Nintendo's always been very good on being. They make sure people do their homework on. You're gonna touch our shit. You better play good. Ugh. I was gonna say, why is a gun cannon in space?
It's not a gun tank.
Oh, it's the bipedal. Okay.
Really, gun tank is not in space either. I might lose it. It's going to
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, they take a lot of damage to kill, too.
Well, keep shooting in the crotch. It'll work.
I mean, they're into it.
Oh, come on! He has a sliver. Oh,
I have the timing down on those. That guy though.
I know
I'm
you're
actually
not.
pretty good at Space Battles.
I know you're not big with Dark Souls, but you would actually get appreciation
I
out of this.
just don't
No,
like being angry.
well-
'Cause look, I'm not a good gamer.
No,
I'm not a good
you
gamer.
don't like the Rise of the Challenge. I totally get that. That's fine.
Oh, hold the fuck on. That is a
No, like what?
bold statement.
No, what of Dark Souls? What like that type of genre where it's the you are going to be beat down. You have to always overcome it.
Okay, orange button.
Orange button.
Think about it.
Orange button. I don't.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
You can eat my ass.
I don't consider. I don't want.
Oh, you didn't rise. It's not rise into the challenge if it's one you couldn't do.
No. It's just one of those.
Okay.
It's one of those. Would that be considered a?
Yes. You had to use that. You had to grow an extra finger. One that.
I don't know if that can. That is a rise to the challenge. Like in the sense of, what like how Dark Souls.
So maybe the way you're saying it isn't the right way to describe it.
Potentially. I mean, if you look at it, all games are rise to the challenge, no matter
Yes,
what.
but there are different types of challenges.
Yeah.
And that's the argument I'm making. Look, I've always, when people talked about Dark Souls or whatever, like, I'll sit here and I'll talk shit about some, like, Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and a bunch of other games all day and all night. I don't talk shit about Dark Souls because I recognize the game as being good. I don't talk shit about a lot of games that fall into the Souls-like category because I recognize the game as being good. I just don't like that type of game.
No,
And like, there are lots of games that do offer and provide challenges, but I do think there's a difference between a game that offers a challenge and a game that just has, you know, a pro football player staring in your face all day and all night, wanting to tackle you, and as soon as you drop a guard, he's going to get your ass. And I kind of categorize Dark Souls into that category. Because it's just a game you can't ever drop your guard on. Like, I had this conversation actually recently, because a game that I would describe as similar, but not the same at all, is actually Doom.
no, I kind of.
So, like,
some of Doom, like
I played Doom. I enjoyed Doom. You know, I like shooters. But when I play Doom, I get exhausted.
I don't know what it is about Doom. I cannot get into it.
Well, it's fine. But either way, I recognize Doom as a good game. I get into it more because I've always been more of a shooter than a melee person.
No, that's fair. It's
and
just
so, again, going back to why I can play Doom when I can play Dark Souls. The other difference is that Doom has difficulty, whereas Dark Souls just has one. It's pretty much as you know, put your pants on and put mitts on. And it's like, and again, I respect that. It's just, I just don't play. When I play games to relax. That's just, I challenge myself all the time when it comes to my workouts, to how I talk, to how I persevere in social interactions, and even like in my work, my professional life. So when I get off of all those things, you know what I want to do? I want to just melt. I need to have like that break. And you know, and I would argue that the people who normally enjoy these type of games aren't always challenging themselves in the ways that I would. Not saying that that's wrong or right. I'm just saying, like, I think everyone needs a break. So, like, for me, gaming is the break. For some people, work is the break. Like, I think of people like who do jobs that aren't necessarily easy, but do have downtime, like security guards or that kind of stuff. Or those are probably almost not challenged.
Oh, I could tell you from scary days. There's plenty of days you're not challenged.
Right. So like sometimes you get home from work, you want some fucking challenge. You know, you want to actually like live a little bit, and I get that. But like, you know, I just think it just depends on who you are and your motivations. Like, I think if I was in a different role, at least for my job, I probably would get into a Dark Souls more. I've always thought of it. Even when you said we might play one on a video one day, I never said I wouldn't. No. I said I probably would. I would be more interested in doing a game of Dark Souls with you than a game of Rampage or any of these other games you've been trying to get me to play lately. Like the only
you like had fun with Rampage.
Yeah, it's all right. I got bored, but like with like I would easily do any Souls-like before I would do any platformer.
I know that. That's why as well I'm not busting out Super Metroid.
That one I would at least try. Although I would rather just play Metroid Prime.
I do have Prime on the Switch, and that one was a great remake. Still pissed I lost the collection.
This looks like a mobile armor one. I don't know if we actually get it. I forget what the big row is.
Well, it says Escort Mobile Armor, so yeah.
Oh, I guess it is. Never mind. Oh, yeah, good right one. That's all 2. Oh, the second one. Oh, well, what? Never mind.
Oh, yeah, you're on the wrong one for the second one.
That's fine. I was just retarded. Good luck. Break. I'm not using stars.
But no, I'll admit the Rise Challenge might be the wrong term. It's the only one I can ever think of calling it that.
It definitely is a challenge. It's just like I hate it when people say like, well, if you can't play a Souls like you don't like to be challenged. It's like
no,
that's some shit because I can run circles around people in other games that they would just say that's not a real game, you know. And it's like then that's the difference, right? 'Cause I never say Dark Souls isn't a real game. I'm just not some like idiot bitch that just only thinks the game I get challenged from is the only one that's real challenge. Like I challenge, it's laughable to me. Like anyone who says like, you play a Dark Souls game and that's the only one that you can rise to a challenge. You know what? Play StarCraft 2. Man the fuck up. That's what I say immediately. Play StarCraft 2 online.
Oh, that.
You think that Dark Souls is a challenge? You can just
I'll give you that one.
derelict your own balls there. Like that, you are hilarious. I see the people who play those games, or even like
I mean, hell,
or especially like League of Legends.
I was gonna say League would definitely be that.
Like, you're a Souls-like. You think you're a real gamer?
Well, first off, I will never call anyone out of. Oh, you're not.
I know that. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, like, I have to be careful in the internet world because so many people.
No, right there is that type of
children, really.
Yeah, no, that type of shit I hate because that goes partially into gated community crap, and we've had to get on one of our own friends' asses about this, of like driving games, for instance.
Well, he's well out at least.
No, but he still has this bad mentality of you novices shouldn't be on here. It's like, hold the fucking phone. You are not a prodigy. You did not get into a car and knew how to do every fucking thing on that. Same with any driving game. You had to learn. You need to let people in, teach them what you know, and expand that group. Because otherwise, you're gonna kill your you're gonna kill the people there, to where you will not have a group to actually play with.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that. Like, I guess I'm not an idiot, but like I've always wondered, like,
why people do that.
Why would you want to alienate the people you can potentially play with? Like, I remember playing a game with you recently where it was one of those rare times I had no idea that we were in a multiplayer game where I could actually like deal with the rest of the internet, and a shit talker started talking with us. Talking about how, of course, we suck and we don't know how we're doing. And
God!
And all I could think was, it's like, this is a brand new game, and this one person has maybe not want to play it anymore because I'm not in it for this. I'm not in it to please him or hear him. Like,
I know what game
his critique not only is worthless because he's offered nothing to help you become a better player. It's also done nothing but make you want to remember, this is why I don't play some games with other people, because some people are just fucking trash. And every time they feel proud of themselves for that one time that they shit talk someone, they think it's funny. To me, it's hilarious in the long run because I know that they're alienating players. And then they start bitching about how no one's man enough to start playing games. No, it's that no one wants to hear them talk.
Yeah, no.
That's what it boils down to. And there are plenty of people.
What the hell hit you though?
The gun tank. We've been loading me up.
No. I saw you were in low health, but it's one of those. I was trying to I'm watching. Okay, where's it from? You're like, what the? Oh, the ball. Death by the ball.
Well, I was at 100 health. So
yeah,
the balls are blast cannons, though. I don't feel bad about that.
No, I'm always on that front too. Of why the fuck would you mission failure for that destroyed or I'm destroyed?
Like I remember when I remember two different interactions I've had.
God, now it pisses me off. What game was that? 'Cause I remember.
It was a Capcom game. That's why I can't think of it.
No.
EF for dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was that, and I can't remember his name because we haven't played it in a while.
To be fair, that game I didn't like much anyway, but like it's just that was just the final nail. It's just like, you mean I can be in like an Xbox Live Party and I still have to listen to strangers? It has to turn the setting on. So the first thing I thought was, thanks Capcom, but I'm glad that you decided for me that I should be interacting with the rest of the internet. And the whole reason why I don't is because I normally try to interact with my own social group and form my own teams, because I don't have much luck finding people that are just good-willed gamers that really do want to just find people to play with, even if they're not good. Get to know them and then get them to be better. There are games that that, as you know, I've attended tournaments to. When I started playing, I was trashing.
Yeah.
And it's because I had good people to play with that I was able to train and get better at them. And I was incentivized to do it. I'm in a shit community where everyone's just talking crap all the time. That's what we call not sportsmanlike conduct. That kind of shit usually come out of fucking professional games.
Yeah.
So the fact that you think it's okay to do it casually just seems like you're the piece of shit.
This gun sucks.
Well, yeah, I would never do that to space. It doesn't suck, it's just not good for space. But Zaki 1 is kind of irrelevant now, so I didn't want to use Zaki 1 last time, but I was hoping I could make it work with all our twos. I really didn't want to use Charge Zaki for it.
Yeah.
That seems like it was there. I was closer than that last one.
Yeah, you were. You were very close.
Yeah, just do a lot of side dodge. Anyway, what's enough listening about it? Everyone knows who they are that sucks, so do. Or that's the one that sucks. And you should never let any one interaction prevent you from playing a game. Like in my case, that was just a kind of nail in the coffin.
No, I will admit that guy is a dick. I mean, it does. Part of the more sticks with me of that one is my interaction with League of Legends, for instance. I've tried it. I actually was having fun, and I had a very odd interaction with a person on there, where I had a very, I guess, odd build. I don't know what I did on there, but I always prefer speed, so I'm always trying to find a way to use my attacks faster. This guy messages me, says, hey, you probably don't want to do that build. You should do put on these things, and then get the fuck offline. Like, wow, fuck you.
Yeah, and that's just a good example. It's like maybe he offered real critique, maybe he didn't. Maybe you'll never know because he had to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
It's like League is that game where
it's toxic as shit.
It's toxic as shit because if you're not running the optimal build that they think you should be running, you shouldn't be playing it. I've actually been kind of hesitant to play Helldivers because of shit like that. Because of all the stories I read about, like, people getting booted and shit like that, which really sucks. Like, Helldivers seems so fun.
I haven't heard of people getting booted for Helldivers, but as well.
Oh, dude, it was a thing. It was like all the time. Like, if you weren't running with the loadout that they thought you should be running with, they would just straight boot your ass. Which doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that to me means Helldivers is doing private servers, but I didn't think they were doing private servers.
I don't know what they're doing, but it's not like a professional matchmaking system like Halo. Like, not the Halo's professional. But just Halo was professional, then, people were dumb.
303's been in with that since, like, Halo 3, though.
Nope.
Yeah, they were... Huh? No, they were working with Bungie since 3.
Yeah, but Bungie was still calling the shots.
Not discriminating there.
As soon as Bungie left, they all lost all their fucking common sense.
I will give you that. As I say, it was like 303's been in there for a while.
Halo 4 was 343's probably best game, and honestly, and after that, they just, I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
Let me get
and 4 wasn't great.
Let me get a drink real quick.
Oh, you're good. Did you lose that mission? Oh, what? Okay. Oh, so you did the other one. Well, it's hard. With the space mission, it's hard to tell. Because they all look alike. Did you break something? Let's try this again. No, Halo 4 was the best 343 game, and then 5 just terrible. And then I haven't played the newest one. I mean,
I thought you played a little. You didn't play a little bit of Infinite.
Oh, I played it. Like,
No, I don't think you played story, but I think
quit.
I was saying I know you did online with us, and online was okay. Online wasn't terrible for Infinite. Granted as well, I still follow the because of 360. I follow the days of if there's a chat, it is automatically muted. If I can hear you, I'm not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, the best chats are the ones that you can't hear anything from. Because to be honest with you, there's put it this way. Like I get like needing to have a chat for like a capture the flag mission.
I'm not gonna screw that.
But like but at the same time, that's why normally when I play games, I try to run a full team.
Yeah.
So I'm not being that guy who's just quiet, not contributing to the conversation or the teamwork. I brought my own team in, so I don't really talk to anyone else.
Well, no, you do talk when it's when it has the people you know. It's one of those.
Right.
I don't have to hear. I don't have to hear the 8-year-old who just learned his cuss word for the day.
Yeah.
That's
randoms.
And it's because of that where I don't deal with a lot of people online. I hate them. That's why I know part of the reason why I don't do a lot of fighting games online is because of that. But I found a lot of good people online there. I actually found a guy while I was big on fighters. Found him on the PS4, and he even gave me comments like, "Dude, I've never seen a Broly player play like that. That was fucking awesome. We need to go a couple one-on-ones." Fine. And then within 2-3 months, he was outclassing me with everybody.
And you know what? Like I've also met some pretty cool people online. It's rare.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's the problem. That's just rare.
I will admit a lot more. I've been finding a lot less. Best to say, a lot less shit talkers as of late.
Depends on the game. But yeah.
Yeah. No. As I say, it could be the game. And also, best way to say, it could be my my user or not user. I guess interface where I've gone from console to PC.
Shit.
But as well, there's a lot more crossplay, so that also kind of debunks that. I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. Shit people are still shit people.
I know they are. But it definitely feels like that's becoming less of a thing. It's still there, but best way I can word it is when it was a 60% of people were assholes, it feels like now it's a 40%. There's still a good chunk out there.
Because all the assholes play the same games now.
Yes.
I might lose again, to be honest.
No, you're close. You might get this.
I tried to take all the heavy hitters this time, but I have to wait
there you go.
10,000 years for my bazooka reload now.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking can't wait for reloads. You really are the old man going to clouds right now.
I mean, we are doing the old man get off my lawn. I will admit that.
Well, I really feel like a lot of things we're complaining about the shit from like when you first started gaming too.
Yeah.
Like toxicity has existed in online gaming for some time.
Yeah.
I will say that one
well,
of the things
the best way to say is what we're talking about is the result of the toxic gaming that started.
I will say that one of the things that I find funny is anyone who has the argument of, well, if you're one of the people that doesn't, participate in an online multiplayer like party lobby, you're part of the problem for us because, you're not contributing to the sportsmanlike conduct that we would envision that a player should do. Like, does it make sense to have a player, like, not contribute to the team in a vocal format? And then I would respond, hi, millennial, and that because I'm a millennial here.
I was gonna say,
Or hi Gen Z, whatever the fucking newest generation is.
Gen Z is Gen Alpha, I think.
So either way, hi young child. Maybe you've never played games that we've played, but online communication in the party wasn't always a fucking thing. And we've got through games just fucking fine. Like, there are lots of games you can play. You don't have to talk through everything. I don't have to know your innermost thoughts and emotions every time you shoot your gun or throw a punch. Like, it's actually not important. I don't need to hear from you. There are times, and plenty of times, if you know how to be a real good player and a gamer, you actually can effectively communicate, especially if the game has things built in for it, so you don't need it. Now, is verbal communication more efficient? It can be. It all depends if you don't have some small child going in your ear about how much you suck the entire time. What I like about playing games is being able to play with someone. If I do socially interact with them, I know they're not going to waste my goddamn time. So, like you play Earth Defense Force. Earth Defense Force has a great system set up for text chat.
Yeah.
So that if you need to call out, like, hey, let's go for this strategy or go for that, pick up a couple D-pad buttons or whatever your preferred control method is, you can do that without any annoyance at all. And that's my thing. It's like, because I've heard these arguments. It's like, well, you suck as a gamer because you don't sit in the party and just try to deal with whoever you meet up with. It's like, you know what?
No, right there's the problem. I should not have to deal with people. Like, for instance, this might not be the group of people I want to deal with. Why should I have to deal with you?
Yes.
So I agree with that point, but at the same time, I do agree with him on the side of, no, communication is key, and it is a lot faster to communicate verbally. However, I will agree with you on the EDF, where, well, I should be able to give call signs, because, for instance, the best one I give an example is, my headset broke, but I want to play this game. Give me an option where I can go without a headset. I can't remember what the game is. Apex Legends.
Yeah.
I actually did a text-to-chat of call-outs to people, and even the player's like, how the fuck can you type that fast?
Well, it's because, like, not many people know those options are available. It's like for me, I don't have much interest in meeting new people online because I have a pretty good group of people I can rely on and good teammates. I mean, as much as I would love to say, Dom, that you can communicate without talking, a lot of times we don't do that very well. But I will say that I have plenty of teammates that I am able to do that with. We're able to work together without communicating at all. And I'm not saying we can't do that, Dom. I just think sometimes we have to have a few warm-up rounds. Because I think that
it honestly depends the game, because you and me have had where we...
Yes, I agree.
We can... I am pushing it, I know. Damn it!
Yeah, you got fucked with the camera there. I saw that.
I don't know why. I'm just like, every time he's going, and over here.
I will say when you're using Dom, don't ever jump, just scoot. Always scoot sideways. Because, like, he's too slow otherwise.
No, I forget what it was.
We were talking about how we cooperate in games.
Oh, yeah, no. It does depend what the game is, or even the game type. Like, for instance, the best way to say is old Halo days, when it was Capture the Flag. You and me could literally pair it off and get it in any group settings we had.
Oh, that's true.
100%.
And
barely any communication. It was just the, hey, we going? Yeah.
No, that is 100% true.
But when it comes to other games, and the only one I can think of, like, for instance, is Halo Wars, and just because it comes immediately to mind. No. It's just of communication kind of thing where we are never in a same wavelength or anything of that. I'm trying to think of other, like, co-op games we've played that are...
Okay, so for me, honestly, Earth Defense Force. It's a game that we should, by now, cooperate pretty effectively in all the time. But me and you run alpha. Without meaning to. Neither one of us mean to do it, but we both run alpha.
I only can agree when it comes... Because it goes to... Here's the problem, is when it goes to who the loadout is. for instance, if I'm Fencer, I will run the alpha. I will admit that. And as well, when you're air raider, you will run the alpha.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about in just our overall how we want to approach things, how we want to, like our overall strategy, regardless of class.
Oh no, that's actually
we are more competitive than cooperative in that game than we mean to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's any one person's fault. I'm just saying like that's what I picked up on. Whereas like a lot of times like when I play with Ellen, for example, like I find that we never really compete ever. We're just always on each other's sixes. I don't know why. It just is what it is.
I think it's because as well.
But we're like that with every game we play.
No.
I don't get that.
I am a competitor.
Except for StarCraft.
Well, I've never played StarCraft.
Well, I know you haven't. I was just saying that as an example.
I was gonna say, for me, I am competitive by nature, so I'm going to always have that. And I think for Ellen, she doesn't really seem to be competitive by nature, but she does seem to be instigator by nature.
Damn it.
Oh, that better count.
It did. It did.
That is so horseshit.
That was horseshit. Can I take do
Go. That's fine. That
one was bad luck.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those. Again, this to me goes where why the circle system.
I'm gonna bring a different thing. All right, so I've learned my lesson. Don't bring that. That one's not as good. That one frustrated me a bit because I literally could have killed that guy and I got dropped. That cannon guy, I knew he was there. Oh.
No, that one is horseshit. And I get they want you to chase down that thing.
Right, which is what I was doing. But first the radar was screwing me, and then the
because like the targets make you go for him. It's like I don't want him. I want my target. Oh, that guy got fucked.
I know the weakness of the system, so that's my own fault.
New one on the field. Or guess it's not within range yet.
There's a way to deal with that nonsense.
Now it's in. I'll do it. Point blank shot. Alright. New one on your radar, but not in the map yet.
That's what I wanted to do. I want to fake you down. God! You probably quickly. God damn it!
He's on now. It counted.
Yep, I got him. I was going for the broke on that one. That Gundam is on point for that cannon, but I will say, he is not missed, and I am doing what I can to avoid him. Oh, he's gonna retreat like a little bitch. Motherfucker. Damn, he had my number. Nope. Nope.
Yep. I got fucked.
See how the bazooka goes?
No, I saw they shot each other at that point.
That's what I mean. The fucking bazooka can be the worst weapon sometimes.
That feels nice. I do like that, for especially PS2 days, that they did program that you can shoot the bazooka out of the sky. Radar, watch the purple.
I know it's there, but he's pressing. And I can't get a fucking lock on because the circle's too close.
You got a friend on your right.
He's not a friend. I would say that.
But no,
oh, that's bullshit.
As I was saying earlier, I am competitive by nature, so I do have a little bit of that competition in it, but I still go with the call out for, especially with EDF, where yes, we should be communicating well without needing to, but a lot of it, as you were saying with the alpha, I feel like it honestly kicks in with whatever our preferred loadout is going. As I said, when I love the Fencer, and so when I play Fencer, I do play more of the alpha and the I will take point. Same with you when it comes to air raid. You'll do a lot more. I'm gonna do shit unless I'm under glass.
Yeah, but either way, because we all have our own idea of what we want to do. We sometimes have an issue with being able to then change our minds on what we can adapt on the fly. Because in a way, it becomes whether it means to be or not, it becomes a subservient thing now of like, well, one of us has to admit our strategy is wrong, even though it's not. It's just that maybe our strategy isn't working for the other person.
And that's like I easily do that with the Ranger. I can adapt with Ranger. Wing Diver, I kind of can. Most of mine is with Wing Diver. The only thing I can do is I'm gonna go poke and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna poke and I'm gonna fly. Depending. Again, with certain.
Last night was fucking pretty good.
That was that one. And my friend will be. I so want to do this. My friend will be the Zoc.
It's one that you really want to use yourself because he uses like 4 fucking.
I'm not a fan of the Zoc, so that's why I'm like him. Oh,
It's like all it is a fucking beam turret platform. It's just like full assistance. It's actually really fucking powerful and really hard to listen to.
I could definitely miss it. I thought I got that one too.
That's the department.
It'll shoot you.
Oh yeah.
There we go. The one I still don't get is that bird. That dog is offended by birds. Earlier today with her, since our back door doesn't exactly latch anymore, and I'm kind of giving up not to really care because we just lock the window if we need to. She saw a squirrel outside in the back. Yeah, fucking bull charged the door and trapped that poor little squirrel on. Where's my circle rifle? Yeah, trapped that little bastard on the tree that's been cut down, and just was circling. And then Pinky eventually saw it, joined in, and nearly got the little thing. Fucking what the hell? Yeah.
You're in a bad situation.
I was hoping my ally was going to take out the other one while I was beating up his friend.
He was picking on me the whole time. The cannon guy. He didn't get, like, seriously. That's what I mean. I could tell he was just like, no, I'm going to
It was just like my ally's like, yeah, he's right there.
Yeah. I'll give him a slap on the ass.
All right. We'll catch you all in the next one.